and an event in Atlanta that is happening in October. You're gonna want to come to this event, so stay tuned. Bro, I want a burrito right now. What is going on, you guys, man? Back to yet another King Japes episode. Now, there's really no agenda or anything to learn today. This is really just gonna be a video talking about some channel updates. I'm gonna be changing up how I upload my content on this channel, but I also wanna talk about just some like recent thrift pickups and an event in Atlanta that is happening in October that I want every single one of you guys to try to check out if you can. Be sure to stick till the very end. We're gonna kind of go over everything. This is in partnership with KEH, as well as the Darkroom Lab. And trust me, whether you are in Atlanta or you're not, you're gonna wanna come to this event, so stay tuned.
I got floaters in my eyeball, coasters by the shot glass, smoking let my mind fall, plenty roaches, no ass, stepping on no critters.
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
State of a poor man's mind.
All right, gang, so what is new with you guys? First and foremost, drop a comment down below, anything new, interesting that is happening. I know that it is summertime now and it's coming over to a close, unfortunately, but there are a ton of new projects that I want to bring to this channel that I really want you guys to look forward to. Now, let's start off with the uploading schedule. I know within the last year, maybe year and a half, it's been kind of sporadic. I've been experimenting with doing like 3 videos a week. Then I tried 2 videos a week. But what I really found was that, you know, doing these videos 3 times a week got me really burnt out. So in an effort to make more quality content rather than just quantity, I wanna just bring it down to 1 video a week. So we have a new upload schedule. Every single Saturday, we are gonna be uploading a brand new video, and I'm gonna stick to that here for possibly the rest of the year. And if it does well, then forever, pretty much. That might just be my new uploading schedule. So always make sure to tune in on Saturdays because we are gonna be uploading new videos every single Saturday. And for those of you guys who haven't noticed already, we have a couple of new series coming to the channel. The first one being photo essays. I go to these new places and then I make a small, short body of work around it, whether that be through 2 rolls of film or 20. And the reason why I wanted to do the photo essays is because I tend to look at an area as a body of work and not just one singular image. So this allows me to not only enjoy new places to photograph, but as well as create a body of work that surrounds that one special place. Secondly, we are introducing a new interview series called Thoughts and Process. You guys may have already seen the Sissy Lou interview, and if you haven't already, definitely check it out because Sissy is a talented, super talented photographer. And in that episode, we talk about her creative process. We also go over her like emotion when it comes to photography. And we even touch on the topic of street photography controversies. That part, excuse me, was really interesting in my opinion. But those are the 2 new series on the channel. We are gonna be introducing those at least once a month, along with the thrifting videos, along with the gear review stuff. So definitely tune in if you guys aren't already subscribed, subscribe down below. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, I'm going back to New York City. It's gonna be within the next month or 2. But as you guys may know, I am working on a book. I've been trying to create this book now for almost 2 years. So 2 years of work I'm gonna compile into a book, and I'm shooting for next year maybe. But one place that I really enjoyed photographing was New York City. So sometime in September, I'm headed back. You guys are gonna see some content from there, which is funny because the content we filmed in New York in May, I haven't even gotten to finalizing and editing, so trust me, it's gonna show up here on the channel very soon. Now, the last 2 things that I'm gonna talk about are some like recent thrift pickups, as well as the Atlanta KEH event that you guys do not want to miss. But before we jump into that, you guys, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our sponsor for this episode, the good folks over at Squarespace. Now, if you are a photographer of any sort, whether you are an amateur or a professional, one of the best ways to make yourself stand out from the crowd is to have your own professional website. Now, luckily, Squarespace makes it very easy to get started within minutes. Just choose a template from the award-winning template section that they have to offer. You even have a page dedicated to a portfolio or a gallery, an e-commerce shop, and one of my newest favorite features is the appointment scheduling tab. Squarespace offers a service that allows you to pretty much show all the times that you are available, and your clients can select and book you based on the time slots you have put out. This is a huge benefit for any photographer out there looking to streamline their client booking process. So to get started with your own website today, head over to squarespace.com/KingJapes and enter promo code KingJapes at checkout, and you guys are gonna get 10% off of your first purchase of a domain or a website. Huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. On the topic of thrifting, man, let me just start off by saying I've been thrifting every single week, and within this last month, I have found absolutely nothing. Actually, that's wrong. There's one thing that I have found, and it is a lens. I'm about to show that to you really quick here because I'm pretty dang excited about it. Whew. Thanks for throwing that to me. Yeah, there's nobody behind me. Man, why are you guys subscribed to me? I'm so dorky. Okay, so this right here, you guys, this is a lens that I picked up for $24.99, but it was on sale. It ended up being like 15 bucks. But folks, this is a Vivitar Series 1 19 to 35 millimeter, 3.5 to 4.5 zoom lens for the Minolta A mount cameras. Now, but for real though, you guys, this is a lens that I've really wanted. I've been looking for some sort of like wide angle zoom lens for my Minolta camera, because I shoot a lot nowadays with this Minolta A7, and the only two lenses that I have for it are a 50mm and a 28mm. And even though those tend to be really good focal lengths and they're both prime lenses and they're sharp, I've been meaning to do like landscape photography, like some real nice wide angles, show the grand view of, you know, whatever structure it may be. And with 28mm being the widest focal length I had, it just didn't do it justice. So now that I have a 19mm to 35mm focal length, I'm actually genuinely excited, because there's places like Burning Falls that I want to go to. I want to go back to Yosemite, make some more photos with this lens to show just how freaking beautiful it is. But check it out, you guys. I mean, it is I'd say this is like a medium-sized lens, wouldn't you guys say? And when you throw it onto the A7, it's so weird to say that, by the way. When you throw it onto the A7, it has a really nice form factor, so check this out. Autofocus works. It is loud, but what do you expect, right? But man, this is a camera that I've been really loving to shoot lately, and to get this lens for it kind of completes the whole thing. So I think the next thing that I want for it maybe be like a 24-70, so that when I do have client shoots, I could shoot film alongside my digital, which is kind of like what I used to do with my EOS 3. This has been one of my favorite cameras as of late, and if you guys want to see like a full review on it, I'm down. Just let me know in the comments below. All right, how much time we got left? We're still good? Yeah, there's still nobody behind you guys. Last but not least, you guys, the reason why I wanted to make this video was because I wanted to just announce, bring this out into the world, that there is a huge event coming up with KEH Camera, as well as the Darkroom Lab and Beers and Cameras. So in Atlanta in October, KEH and the Darkroom Lab are hosting a film photography festival called Woodstock. No, not Woodstock. It's called Filmstock, right? And I think that's a brilliant name, you know? Woodstock is that huge music festival back in the day. Hey, now we have Filmstock. The exact dates are gonna be listed here on the screen as I get more information, but there's gonna be some crazy events, like some photo walks going on. We have Beers and Cameras lined up, so this would give everyone the chance to socialize, but most importantly, there's an insane lineup of special guests that are going to be attending, and I can almost guarantee you, some of them you guys watch. You guys heard it right, folks. KH is bringing out Polly B, Matt Day Photo, Caleb Kate, okay, Caleb Bad Flashes, Jason from Grainy Days. You also got Beatrice, Mike Gray Photo, Taylor Pendleton, Sissy Lou. I mean, the lineup is insane, and I'm gonna leave all of the details down into the description below. And I would really love for any of you guys to come out, hang out with us, talk cameras, and really just enjoy this craft as a whole. You know, huge shout out to KEH, the Darkroom Lab, and Juan from Beers and Cameras, you know, for organizing events like this, because as you guys have seen from the Chicago video that we did, that was the first realization that I've had to just how vast this community is. And mind you, that is a very small sample size of the amount of photographers that are out there. So to go to Chicago and have a turnout of over like 500 people for a photo walk, it's just absolutely insane. And there were different cameras that I have never seen before. It was really cool to connect with other photographers that I've only spoken to online, but being able to meet them in person, there's just a certain quality about that. And I would absolutely love if you guys had the opportunity to make it out to Atlanta during October for the Filmstock Festival. It would be great, because I'm gonna be filming some content, as well as I'm sure the other photographers as well. And yeah, it'd be nice to just hang out, sit back, and, you know, talk cameras. So huge thank you to KH Camera, the Darkroom Lab, and Beers and Cameras once again for putting this all together. We're gonna have so much fun there, and I cannot wait to meet some of you guys in Atlanta. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video here. If you got bored of it, I'm sorry, but if you made it till the very end, leave me a weird ass comment, like put like potato farm. But that's going to wrap it up, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, Minolta gang.